what would you recommend for someone that wants to learn how to invest in foreclosures? You know, almost every foreclosure that we buy is a sub-2 purchase. The only difference is the people you're dealing with. You're dealing with people that have a problem. So if you learn the sub-2 process, you're 3/4 of the way there. As far as the foreclosure side of the business, you need to know everything about how foreclosures work in your state. Is your state a judicial or non-judicial state? Judicial states, the foreclosure process tends to be much longer, with more pieces to it. Non-judicial states, a faster process, a simpler process. Learn the timeline, the foreclosure timeline between the time that your foreclosure is filed in your state, typically how long until the actual auction happens. Find out if your state has foreclosure protection laws, which will affect how you have to deal with people in foreclosure. States like Washington, Colorado, I'm certain California do a lot of the more blue states will have a lot more of those laws. They also tend to be less landlord friendly and more tenant leaning. So check out your state. Do they have particular foreclosure protection laws? Some states, it affects how you can even contact people in foreclosure. In Colorado, you had to have a specific language in your sales agreement, and they even dictated the size of the font that particular language had to have. So learn everything you can about foreclosures. The best way to do that is if you have a local RIA, is to go there. A lot of times they'll have classes on that. Attorneys that do foreclosures, find out who those people are. A lot of times they'll have some education on those things. That is really the important thing. Otherwise, you're just dealing with someone. You're probably going to take the loan sub-2, and they're under pressure, so you've got a little bit tighter timeline. That's what I would do. We don't have a specific training on foreclosures because, like I said, the real difference is how things are handled in your state, and that varies. I mean, there are 50 states, so there are 50 different ways, 50 different variations on the law. So that's what I would do. Learn your state process, and then it's just talking to people. We do door drops. We knock on the door. We've got a package that we have. If they're not there, we leave it on the door. And if they're there and they answer the door, I'm just, hey, my name's William. I'm here today because, I understand the lender's trying to take your house. They've hired lawyers to help them do it. Is there something I can do to help? And when they say, what do you mean? How can you help me? Well, do you want to keep your house? Or are you interested in selling your house? And most people want to keep it. That's what they're going to say. So you make them aware of programs. Have you talked to your lender? That's the first thing. Are you talking to your lender? Because most of these people are afraid to have a conversation. They're not paying. They don't answer the phone. They don't reach out to anyone. That's the first step. If they're not talking to their lender, we'll help them with that. We'll get on the phone with them if needed. Most of the time it didn't come to that, but we encourage them to talk to their lender and try to work out something, a forbearance, a loan modification. We try to find out if those things would help them. Why did you get behind? What happened? Well, I lost my job. Well, do you have a job now where you can make your payments if the lender will work with you? Well, no, I still don't have a job. Okay. And then your job at that point is to switch over into, okay, well, if you don't have a job, Bob, they're probably not going to want to do a loan mod with you. You really need to start thinking about selling. Because otherwise, what are you going to do? If you can borrow the money to make up your arrears, you still can't make your payments. It's not really going to help you. Your job at that point is to try to make them see the situation for what it is and help them. So that's what we try to do. Hey guys, thanks for watching. While you're here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out these other great videos and podcast episodes.